Welcome to Missouri Carnivore. My name is Kelly. I'm glad you stopped by today. Before I get started in this video, I want to read to you Romans chapter 12, verses 17 and 18. Never pay back evil with more evil. Do things in such way that everyone can see you are honorable. Do all that you can to live in peace with everyone. Amen. In this video, I am giving you a 1-week update on the lion diet. Before I get started on what's changed, what has happened, and what results I have, I want to give you a little recap about myself and about my journey. 680 days ago, I started the carnivore diet. I did it because I was hurting really bad. I have a bad hip joint, and at the time I didn't realize I had a bad hip joint. I was dealing with a lot of chronic inflammation. I was dealing, not only that, I was dealing with my knees, and I had severe plantar fasciitis. I know I had sleep apnea. I was 340 pounds, and I felt hopeless because I was on the keto diet, and no matter what, nothing was helping, and I was slowly gaining weight. So I started the carnivore diet, thinking it was a debunk it because I thought it was crazy, but it ended up debunking me, and now I feel much better today than I have before. I lost almost 70 pounds. The inflammation is pretty much non-existent. Even though I have the bad hip, I'm gonna have to have it replaced. But still, I can move. I can do stuff on my property. I have done stuff in the fall. I do stuff at work. This is my busy time. Just the other day, I just replaced an entire sheetrock ceiling in a bathroom. And by myself, hung the sheetrock, mudded it, trimmed it back out, all done in 3 hours. I also have to go up and downstairs, dumping AC drain pans from the ACs draining the water out. We pick up trash, everything. And I'm, this is my busy season. And not only that, I have to do yard work. I mow the yard. I have to weed eat. There's stuff I need to get done before this surgery. And it doesn't stop me. I feel good. I may have to take a little break here and there, but no matter what, I feel great. But as fall come around, as winter come on, I noticing that my weight kind of crept up. I gained about 20 pounds, and it stayed there, and it fluctuated and come back. And so when I got back off of this mission trip I just came from a week ago, I decided the day after I got back, I started the lion diet. And the reason why is because I want to finish my weight loss journey. Our bodies are very smart. Sometimes it will put on weight. Sometimes we'll get stressed. It'll put on weight. Sometimes it won't let go of the weight. So a lot of times we have to do a change up. For me, I have to get stricter. But one of the other things that I had too much issue, and many of you out there are just like this, we can't eat a lot of dairy. We eat too much dairy, we tend to gain weight. Not everybody, but most of us in general. And so I decided to do the lion diet, but except for I did mine, I add a little bit. I have coffee, even though that the lion diet is mainly ruminant animals, water, salt. That's it. That's what it was. Very strict, the strictest you can get. For me to make it work for me, because I like a little seasoning. So I do seasoning. And I know some people will throw fit, just like I said in the last video. If you comment down below, that's not lion's diet, I'm just going to say, you do you, I'm going to do me. This is what works great for me. Been doing it, don't have no issues with it. I even drink 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day, no dairy. I have not had single dairy, and I feel a lot better. And also, I noticed some changes. And so, what has changed after 8 days on the lion diet for me? And I started May 30th now it's June 6th and I'm day 8 and I feel much better. You know, I feel more alert. I'm not feeling kind of druggy. Sometimes I think too much dairy, if you eat a lot of dairy, a lot of cheese, I feel that it does kind of pull you down. So the one thing has changed was I did lose some weight. The weight finally shifted. I wish I recorded my date and my weight and my waist measurements on day 1. And I apologize, and I wish I did so you can see it, but I will explain to you what they are. My start weight when I started day 1 online was 289.5. This is day 8, and here is my results. I am 282.2, which that is, let me figure that up, 280. That is actually a weight loss of 7.3 for 8 days, a week, 1 week. My waist was at the start was 43.5, and today, as the measurements, here they are. 42.51. So pretty much I lost an inch around my waist, and no telling how many inches or how much I lost around other parts, because your smallest part of your body, you actually thin out quicker. So that is one of the things. Finally, for me, the weight has changed. And I am beyond grateful. I also noticed something about being on the Lion diet. You feel more satiated or more full. You don't want to eat as much because you are eating more nutrient dense, especially if you eat more of a high fat, nutrient dense. And some days, most of the time when I started, I was eating once a day. But I'm starting to begin to learn, having an active job, especially later this week. If I'm not as active, I can probably be fine with eating once a day. But for me, especially during the week, I probably need to eat at least twice a week. There's no way I can eat what my body's wanting or body's needing in one meal. I feel that it will bog me down. I get overly stuffed. So what I am going to do is I'm probably going to try to eat once a day. I'm going to do a variety. Maybe some days I will eat once a day. Most of the times I'll eat 2 times a day. But I may change up to do 3 times a day just to give the body a mix up, because sometimes our bodies get used to one thing and it will stall. Weight will stall, stuff like that. But if we mix it up and maybe even doing maybe a longer term fast, because I have never done except for one time, and I may mix that up. Maybe if I'm not hungry, I may go through and do a whole day of fast and not eat until the middle of the next day, make it a little bit longer. And a lot of times that changing it up will help shift that weight. So that is some of the lessons that I am learning about myself, learning that because I have an active job, if I'm not as active, I don't need that as much energy. But when I am really active, I need more energy. And probably for me, sometimes I may be under eating and not realizing it. And so moving forward on this into the next week, I am going to record, and I will follow up with you on the next video how week 2 went, especially doing a multiple change up, where I eat 1 time a day to 2 times a day, maybe 3 times a day, maybe not even eat at all for 1 day, to see how my body reacts. And because I feel that if we eat quite often, where we snack most of the time, we never have a time for our bodies to rest, our guts to rest. And that is very important. But also it's very important that we make sure we're not under eating, because sometimes if we may think we're full, oh, we don't eat, we don't need to eat, but sometimes that hunger pain, that ghrelin, what it is, that hormone ghrelin, giving that hunger pain, we may need more protein. So if and older you get, we need to make sure we get plenty of our protein. Fat is very important. Fat is a fuel. Fat keeps you full longer, but also as we get older, sometimes we lose our muscles, but also we need to make sure we get enough protein to keep us going, because that's pretty important. So that says, if you're doing the Lion diet and like I am, or doing some kind of on carnivore diet, you're doing strict carnivore and stuff, and if this video is helping you and helping you stay accountable, would you do one thing for me? Hit that like button, because the more likes you get, the more that YouTube will get this video out to others to see my journey, and that this could help others. Subscribe to Missouri Carnivore. Hit that notification bell and comment down below what are you doing these days? What challenges you're doing on the carnivore diet. You're doing Lion, doing strict fast, whatever it is, sardines fast, fat fast, whatever you do, comment down below. And like always, let's be kind, be positive, have a good attitude, and encourage and support one another. Y'all have a great day. God bless. And if you want to know what I'm doing on the Lion diet, or my day one, check this video out down below.